Hello, my name is Matthew, and I just read The Crooked Man by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This is a part of my reading series and my book club with Steve Donahue. We're reading murder mysteries in the month of March, and we're reading all the Sherlock Holmes short stories. And I just read The Crooked Man, which had a very promising beginning, but I feel like is going to be one of the less memorable short stories that I've read and will be reading in this series. Though it does showcase a mongoose, which is one of the reveals, and always makes me laugh. And as I'm reading these short stories, I'm realizing there's more animal entertainment and animal intrigue than I remember. Um, and again, this story begins at Watson's residence. So Watson has had a long day. He's home. It's nearly midnight. It's late in the night, and there's a ring at the door. And Watson, being a doctor, knows it's not a visitor. If it's a patient, it's going to be a long night. And to his surprise and astonishment, it's the great Sherlock Holmes making a visit. And Sherlock can tell that um, Watson has been very busy and starts making Sherlockian um, deductions and figuring things out and all that kind of great fun. And Sherlock is asking for a place to stay for the night. He's on a case. He wants Watson to help him, and they both sit down to have a pipe. They're gonna smoke their pipes together. And Sherlock starts telling this story, and it really is a case of the week. It's not the most interesting. We have families and people, and there's a soldier and a woman, and they get locked into a room. There's shrieking and yelling. There's a murder. Um, there's only one way inside of the room, and it's locked from the inside. And when they different people break into the room, um, there's been a murder, but the key to the door isn't in the room, and so that's mysterious. And all these things are happening, and we're learning this story. Really not the most interesting, but interesting enough for Watson, because Sherlock at one point, who has asked Watson, tomorrow, do you want to follow me so we can wrap this case up? And Watson, of course, is always um, pleased as can be to help his good friend Sherlock. Um, but Sherlock says, it's so late in the night. How about we both retire? I'll finish the story in the morning. Watson says, well, that's impossible. I was tired before you knocked. And now that you're here and speaking and we're engaged with one another, I'm no longer tired. And so Sherlock goes on with the story until the next morning. And we start learning other points of intrigue in this story. Of course, every English household is full of um, uh, drama that you wouldn't believe or wouldn't notice, and all the little intriguing things that happen. And this story has the introduction of a crooked man, so a crippled hunchback kind of person. We also have these tracks that lead up to the window in which the murder has occurred in a closed room where there's no way out. It's baffling, with animal tracks. And it's one of the best parts. There are a few parts I enjoy. The actual case I found less than interesting, but Sherlock and Watson are looking at the tracks in the snow, and they can see the human footprints, and they see animal footprints. And Watson says, "Well, it's a dog." And Sherlock says, "Well, have you ever seen a dog crawl up a curtain?" And so they start going through, well, okay, it's not a dog, it's not a cat, it's not this, it's not that. It has short legs. It's an animal that we've never seen. And people have remarked there's been an animal that we've never seen. And through a series of deductions, Sherlock and Watson find themselves in pursuit of this carnival act. And it's this the crooked man who is crippled and has a storied history with the soldier that was in the room where the murder took place. And as a result of his time with this soldier, he ended up being deformed, and now he has a little act with this mongoose, and he had followed the girl and had witnessed what had happened. And it's a bit of a Dog's Tale ending where no criminal act actually occurred. Instead, there was just a whole swirl of fantastical circumstances that led to all these people being together, and all of the heightened emotion and drama and tragedy. And that there was no actual criminal activity or severe criminal activity that took place. It's just many people being involved, with the result of an apparent crime. And it had points in it that were really enjoyable. Sherlock being at Watson's house late at night, the whole thing with the mongoose. I'm finding these animals in these stories to be more and more entertaining. I'm curious to see like how many times animals make an appearance in these short stories. But not the best, not bad, not memorable. So, The Crooked Man by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Let me know if you've read it. Let me know if you have a different impression of the story. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment if you would like, and take care.